Okay, I have a 2017 Prius Prime. It's got a little mist to it, and I heard that there's a pump which is down here. This pump right there, it actually feeds coolant to the converter. I heard that that causes low speeds or low throttle. I went ahead and changed it out. It was super easy. But I also changed this guy out, this water pump right here. You can see it. In order to change this water pump, you have to drop the motor. You take these two bolts off here, and then there's one under here, a pin. It's like a guide pin. It's got a bolt, a 14 millimeter underneath it, and these are 17 millimeter, I think. But you have to drop the motor about 4 or 5 inches, maybe 3 inches. This comes out, but the problem is, I heard you're supposed to replace the thermostat and the housing, which is right here. It's that black thing with that bolt sticking out. It's right behind the water pump, and there's 3 bolts to hold that in. They're nuts. They're 10 millimeter, and there's 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top. And the one in the very back is a bitch to get to, man. You have to pull basically all this shit off. Has to come off. This thing's a bitch to maneuver. This thing right here is a bitch to maneuver. You have to maneuver this out of the way. You got to be careful because there's plugs and stuff in here. I couldn't figure out the AC compressor. I didn't have a little, there's like a long pin that goes through the block, and you have to remove that to get, I think, to get the compressor loose. But I just left it all in place. I got all fucked up. My hands got all fucked up, and I have big hands. But you have to get the smallest wrench you can find, the socket wrench. I forget, I think it's a 1/4 inch or something. And you have to run a 10 millimeter through there. You can do a shallow socket, but once you break it loose, I wish I did a video of all that, me taking it off. It was a pain in the ass. It took me like 5 hours yesterday to do all this shit. You could take the top one loose with a wrench, and then there's one on the side here you can take out. You're not gonna be able to see it, but once it's off, the other one, you kind of try to line it up, and you can try to screw it in by hand with the extensions. Let's see if I have it here. I should say this. So here's one of the extensions I used, and here's the other for reference. So I took both of these extensions, I forget what this is. I think it's a 1/4 inch or something like that. Anyways, to get that bitch out, and it's tough, but I got it done. If you don't want to change it out, I guess you could try to change the water pumps. Mine wasn't failing. Apparently, they're both good, but it's preventive maintenance. This car has 150K miles on it. I think in the spark plugs that I put in are they're from eBay, so they're probably knockoffs. They were listed as Densos, so I'm gonna put the old spark plugs back in and see if it fixes my miss. It's got a real slight miss going on, but all these parts are new. And then I topped these guys off. But yeah, that the biggest bitch. I mean, honestly, you think they would have designed this car with another ½ inch or an inch? They could have like put a notch here on the sidewall here, so this damn water pump will come out, but they didn't. So you have to drop the whole damn motor. It's not hard, but it's just a pain in the ass. And this is the other pump right here. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry, I'm shaking. I'm tired because I was straining my ass yesterday. Where's the pump? Why is this so big? Shit. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. It's right here. This guy. And this sumbitch at Toyota is like $700. It's insane. But you want to use Toyota parts. You don't want to use aftermarket. I've seen horror stories where they replace this main water pump and they go out as soon as you start the car, and it destroys, it blows your head gasket. So use OEM Toyota parts. I know it costs money. You're looking at about $1,000 in parts, but it's well worth it. Hopefully this helps anybody that's trying to do water pumps, the 2 water pumps and the thermostat housing on a 2016 and up Prius. This is a Prius Prime 2017.